According to the findings of a recent study, black holes that reside at the centers of galaxies emit a great deal more energy than scientists had previously thought. These so-called active galactic nuclei consume enormous quantities of matter, and as a byproduct, they emit enormous quantities of energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. It has long been recognized by the scientific community that these active galactic centers, which are fueled by black holes, release more radiation than all of the stars that inhabit the galaxies that surround them combined. Now, astronomers have discovered that the amount of this radiation, or light, that these center black holes exude could be approximately 10 times larger than what was estimated in the past. The researchers arrived at this verdict after performing calculations to determine the percentage of the ultraviolet light emitted by the black holes that is absorbed by the dust that surrounds them. It was a well-established fact that the presence of this dust lowers the quantity of radiation emanating from the active galactic nuclei that astronomers are able to detect. Nevertheless, there have been no consensus over the magnitude of the possible dimming effect. A group of researchers from the University of California, Santa Cruz were able to find an answer to this question by conducting an in-depth investigation into the way dust obscures the view of one of the most brilliant active galactic black holes. This particular black hole is located within the galaxy NGC 5548, which is approximately 245 million light-years away from our home planet. According to Martin Gaskell, a research associate in astronomy and astrophysics at the University of California, Santa Cruz, and the lead author of the paper, who was quoted in a statement as saying, "When there are intervening small particles along our line of sight, this makes things behind them look dimmer. This is something that can be seen at the end of a clear day, as the sun is getting lower in the sky." The same phenomenon is responsible for both the reddening of the solar disk and the dimming of the sun in the evening. The similar effect may be seen in the faraway galactic cores, which give the impression that they are redder than they actually are. In the case of the sun, on the other hand, astronomers have a straightforward way to compare the dimmed light with the real wavelength composition of the sun's radiation and its strength. Estimates of the intensity of various wavelength components of undimmed radiation from distant active galactic nuclei are primarily based on theoretical predictions. As a result, doing the same for far galaxies is significantly more challenging than doing it for nearby galaxies. Astronomers were also uncertain as to whether or not many active galactic centers could be generating varying amounts of radiation at varying wavelengths due to the fundamental distinctions that exist between them. According to the announcement, the team that was led by Gaskell employed 7 different indications in the new study to determine the quantity of dust that obscures the core of NGC 5548, and they found that all of the indicators, quote, were in good agreement with one another. When they looked out at NGC 5548, they saw a dimming that was significant. In fact, it was over 10 times more significant than the dimming that astronomers observe as a result of the dust in our own galaxy, the Milky Way. Gaskell was also quoted as saying, quote, "The data substantially supports simple ideas of emission from active galactic nuclei. There is no requirement for exotic explanations of colors. Researchers' work is made easier as a result, and the rate at which we learn about what occurs when material is consumed by black holes quickens as a result." End quote. If we were given the opportunity to take a better, deeper look into what happens inside a black hole as materials are consumed, this may lead to answers that we have been pondering over for many years now. What do you think? If given the chance, will you look inside a black hole? What are you expecting to see? Comment your thoughts below. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't miss out on our latest uploads. If you wish to stay up to date with the latest space updates and discoveries, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on all notifications to see more of our latest videos in the future.